to my fellow Filipinos. Today, we face the very grave threat of the novel coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19.
Ito ang coronavirus o COVID-19. 100 na ang mga kaso ng COVID-19 ngayon sa Pilipinas. Mahigit 10 na ang namatay.
The Philippines has now surpassed Indonesia as the country with the highest number of COVID-19 cases in South Asia. The Philippines reported more than 3,300 new coronavirus cases, bringing total infections to over 122,000.
The pandemic have brought a series of lockdowns to almost all parts of the Philippines. It has brought people on their knees, causing low to middle class citizens to have a hard time in coping. Aside from this, the pandemic has greatly impacted the environment in the span of this lockdown. More specifically, the lockdown has affected carbon emissions, global warming, sea creatures, trees, human beings, and land creatures to some unimaginable ways.
The impact of COVID-19 lockdown on the health of the ocean have largely been positive due to the reduction in various sectoral pressures that lead to pollution, overfishing, habitat loss, invasive species introductions, and the impacts of climate change on the ocean. Legal industrial fishing operations are likely to decline from a combination of the risk of being at sea in a pandemic and supply chain complications caused by migrant closure.
COVID-19, many countries all over the world enhanced a lockdown which put many people to stay at their home, with humans self-isolating in their homes. Animals that usually stays away from urban areas now have a place to roam. For example, in northern India, a herd of deer was caught on camera while walking the streets of Haridwar during the COVID-19 lockdown. This year, that brings many wildlife closer to human population.
After rising steadily for decades, global carbon dioxide emissions fell by 6.4% or 2.3 billion tons in 2020 as the COVID-19 pandemic squelched economic and social activities worldwide, according to new data on daily fossil fuel emissions. The decline is significant, roughly double Japan's yearly emissions, but smaller than many climate researchers expected given the pandemic scale, and is not expected to last once the virus is brought under control. The pandemic has caused carbon emissions to decline this year. However, this is not going to change the bigger picture. This pandemic has only proven that through less usage of carbon, we can lessen our carbon footprints and that we are able to be a better citizen for our Mother Earth.
Global warming effect during this lockdown. Global warming is a really serious problem of all organisms in this world. Businessmen, businesswomen are really affected in this because our economic growth really decreases. Plants, trees died because of soil erosion. Animals get sick because their natural habitats are destroyed by global warming. And also people get sick because of climate change. Global warming is a big problem for us, especially during this time of lockdown, because all people are down. So come on, let's help each other. Let's beat global warming.
Lockdown has vastly and significantly affected everybody, including us humans. Come to think of it, we're stuck in the same house, same room, same atmosphere, and even the same people. Lockdown, generally COVID-19, has affected us physically and mentally. We always feel anxious and distressed every time we watch the news. Because who doesn't? COVID here, COVID there, COVID everywhere. Humans are now in a tight situation because of COVID-19 or lockdown, limited social contact, economy probably even falling apart, and we're always facing on screen. And lastly, the lockdown has made us miss our friends, our school, our teachers, and even the strangers around.